Hey there, guys. Huge week of training. These were a few of the warm ups. So, 200 kilos for a single, and then took it up to 215 for the next, which you'll see. Yeah, look, weight's feeling really good in the hands. After this one, I took it up to 230 kilos. So, that's 10 kilos up from last week's training session. So, I was just going up in, jumps of 10 each week, just to get the comp prep started. So best of hit and comp is this, 230. Moves really well. Tomorrow being Monday, probably go for 232 and a half, and I'm just going to clean up the pause, make it, comp illegal. So yeah, and then this one here is 195 kilos. Got it for a set of 7, just missed the 8th rep. So the goal, this coming week is to get this for a set of 8 as the back off work. And I'm thinking, I should be in a pretty good position to make that happen. And then after that, I dropped the weight down to 180, hit it for a set of 11. So getting a bit of volume in, and 11's the best I've done anyway. So to hit that after the 230 and the 195, just means strength is going north. The next set, as you'll see after this one, I only just get 10 reps. My left arm lags, so I got to bring up the left shoulder. It's just not as strong as the right. So that just means for me going back to some of the one arm dumbbell shoulder press, really focusing on that, and probably just some rows on that side and a little bit more in the way of rear delts. It's just not as strong. And that should hopefully, clean up the lagging arm issue I have. So yeah, you'll see, the grind out becomes really slow. It's just that left arm that takes its time to hit lockout. Then after that, I just did some shoulders and some biceps just to round out the bench press session. This then was Tuesday. Ended up doing 2 sets of 40 with a little one on my back. So I was just pumping a whole lot of blood into the chest and shoulders. I can really feel the triceps burn when I do this. Normally I'd do sets of 50 reps, but with the little one on my back, if I tried to knock them out as quick as I usually do, he probably wouldn't stay on. He'd probably fall off. So just settled for 2 sets of 40, and all in all, that's still pretty decent volume. Then the next day, I could definitely feel my chest, shoulders, and triceps. So push-ups work. Sometimes I feel it in the mid to upper back as well, but it just wasn't the case this time. Then Wednesday had front squats. I decided to work up to a heavyish single. So this was 200 kilos as the last warm up. And as you'll see, it moves really, really well. Technique's nice and clean as well. And then after this, as you'll see, I take it up to 220 kilos. So that's a new PR for me as well. I think the best I've done is 212 and a half. I'm pretty sure that's it. I know I've done 210 before. So to, just walk up and hit, 220 without even trying to peak the lift just shows that, strength is going north. Everything I'm doing is working. And for a pretty heavy single, it's really clean as well. Maybe a little bit more left in the tank. If I was to do it again this week, it'd be a lot easier, but I need to stick more to some rep work. And then I took Thursday as a rest day. Came in to do then stones. This was on a Friday. So I hit a new PR for this as well. I got a set of 9 for squats. So even though I hit 9, I had one more rep left in the tank. I decided to save that. I'll hit double digits next week, but I knew the next day I'd have more squats as well, and I wanted to hit a PR with that lift as well. So, a little bit of fatigue management. Sometimes just saving that one extra rep makes a real big difference. I've also found, I'm just getting stronger at breaking the stone off the ground. So yeah, just happy with how it's moving. When I first did this, it was a challenge to get it to chest height. Especially, I don't have the longest of arms, so getting a purchase on the stone is a little bit more difficult. So I've gone from, struggling to get it to chest height to now, doing sets of 9 reps with it with, it's soon to be sets of 10. So yeah, really happy with the strength I'm gaining from this. I don't find it hits the lower back too hard at all because the stone is pulling me really quite far forward. So not struggling in that aspect. I had a decent break, I think like 15 minutes. And then I wanted to have a crack at trying to get this up onto my shoulder. Wasn't successful with it, but able to, get the stone up to a fair bit higher than chest height, really quite easy. And when I say to stone to shoulder, I mean rest it on my shoulder and then remove the other arm from holding it. So not quite there yet. I don't know how long it will take. I need to find out a better way of holding the stone. But as you can see, getting it to that position is quite comfortable, and then I run out of room to move it. This is another exercise. I just practice breaking the stone off the floor and then bracing with my abs. This helps strengthen, grip, but it also helps really condition my lower back for awkward movements, because it's really controlled, and I'm only breaking it off the ground to about that height, so there's not a lot of extension of the spine. It's just break it off the ground, hold it for a bit, and back down. I ended up getting 7 reps at this, and then went to do another, but the stone had cut too much into the skin, so called it a session then. And then the next day had mates over again. So normally they train with me on a Friday, and then I had another mate over on Saturday because he couldn't make the Friday session. So played around with a blue stone. This was the one that I wanted to hit for a PR set, and I ended up doing that. Hit a set of 15. It definitely wasn't comfortable, and I could really feel the squats from the day before. Quads just felt dead. Lower back didn't have too much in the way of like DOMs, like the traditional, but I just felt fatigued in general. And I just didn't have a lot of energy because I just spent from the training week. But after I broke it off the ground and did 1 rep as a warm-up, I then waited a few minutes and just went for the set of 15. And yeah, I got it. Wasn't as difficult as I originally thought it was going to be at the start. I thought I was in for, something that had no chance of happening. But I just ignored it and continued on. By the time I got to rep number 10, I knew 15 would fall. So yeah, just knocked them all out. And that pretty much rounds out the highlights of this week. So into next week as of tomorrow, and just another day in the garage gym. So yeah.